Hello, this is Jeff Evans taking you through the AAT Level 3 Synoptic Assessment, the sample one on the AAT website. It's sample 1 and this is activity 2.2. It's the Sam Jones who works for BLM & Co. So we did 2.1 last time that you find elsewhere, and this is activity 2.2. So it says that BLM & Co has suffered a computer crash. You're being asked to complete the half-year sales spreadsheet for 6 months ending 31st of December 2007, which was extracted immediately before the crash. It says you've been given the spreadsheet, which contains information relating to sales for the last 6 months. In addition to that, we've been given the other worksheets. So on the bottom of this, we've got invoices, price list, screenshot, and BLM. One, which is what we'll do later for the partnership appropriation statement, and the current account. So we'll deal with that one later. So again, download it and save it as it asks you to when you're doing the actual assessment. I'm not going through that with you now. I'm just going to take you through the activities to hopefully provide you some guidance on what it is that you need to do. So this one says open the worksheets called invoices, which shows 2000 x7 sales, and we're going to use a lookup function on the item number column to complete the net sales column for each invoice, using the information from the price list worksheet. So simply, all it's basically saying is we're going to look for this item number. Where we're going to find it, we're going to find it in this table here of this price list, and in which column is the price located, and it's number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me show you how we do it. So net sales, so we've sold 46 of these bowl and drainers, so equal D7 multiplied by, so now we'll do the lookup formula. So the lookup, so again, so what we're looking for item number 35698. Where is the table? So let's go to the price list, and then we'll highlight over the price list. Just at that point, I'm going to do the absolute cell referencing. So if we do F4, and you'll notice it puts a $sign either side of the A and either side of the D. I'll show you the impact of that shortly. We said that the price was in column number 4, and the range lookup, we either leave it blank or type true as it says here, which means it will find the closest match to that particular invoice number. We don't want the closest match, we want the exact match, so I'm going to type false in there, so it finds the £127 and then click OK. So it's worked out, so 46 times the £127, so the price of that particular invoice, or so that particular item number, look, 35698, go to the price list, 35698, so 127, so it's identified the correct figures and then multiplied it accordingly. So I'm going to drag that down to complete the table, then I'll show you what the absolute cell referencing did, you see. So as I move up the various items, you'll see the number changes 378, 379, so it's over, but the A and the D, A4 and D12 in the price list doesn't change, so because we've fixed the cells in relation to that particular price list. Okay, so let's go to the tasks and mark off what we've done. So we've done the net sales. We're now going to use absolute cell referencing again to work out what the gross value will be and put that figure in I2. So wrong one. So invoices, so the gross sale, so equals, so it's the net sale multiplied by the VAT, so 20%, that'll give us the net, also give us a VAT figure, so plus the net sales. Oh, I forgot to do run the I2, would you reminded me? So F4 because it's an absolute cell. So click. That's what we've done. So we've done 87 times 20% gives us the VAT, and then we've added it back to the net to give us our gross. So £7,010.40. So again, because we've done an absolute cell referencing, obviously the VAT is then calculated on each of the net sales. That's why we fix it, or absolute referencing, and then we can drag it down. So we've calculated the net and the gross figures. On that one. And now we're going to have a look in the worksheet, and we're going to remove any duplicates. So are there any duplicates that are in that table? We want them to be located and moved. What it says here, so when we remove the duplicates, dialog box is showing, but before clicking OK, it wants us to do a print screen. So it just wants us to show the assessor that we know how to do the print screen function. And then the amount of discrepancies we find, it wants us to put the amount in J2. So we'll go over the table. So highlight over the table, and then let's find the formula for removing the duplicates, which is under data, and we've got remove duplicates button here, and you'll see it's going to select all, so make sure that select all is selected. So we're selecting all of the different columns, and we want to check to see if there are any duplicates. So what it says in the assessment, remember, is to do your print screen first. So I'll do my print screen and then click OK. So it says there are 2 duplicates, so we'll put that in J2. So there are 2 duplicates, and then I need to do my print screen. So then paste. And again, that just shows the assessor that you know how to do that particular function. So we've covered that one and that one. And then it says that Brian and Lakmani want to know what the average value of their invoices were for the year. So in J3, we're going to put an average, or work out what the average of the gross sales invoice or the gross invoices were. So in the average gross invoice, so equals average. So let's highlight over all of the gross sales. There's a lot of them. There we go. Okay, and press enter. And therefore now we've got the gross sales overall, which is 4951.56. I'll just double check that's correct. So 495156. Let's go back and we can cover those. Oh, that one there says. Final thing I forgot to do, it says format the numerical data in the net and sales columns in the accounting style. So of the format of the accounting style. So let's go to those net and gross sales, and it wants us to format them. So I'm going to right click and format, and it wants us to do in the accounting style to 2 decimal places, and you can see how the pound sign has gone to the left of the cell. That's the accounting function. You can notice that on the top there anyway. Okay, so that's 2A and 2B. And now we need to do the pivot table. So from the invoices worksheet, produce a pivot chart and pivot table in the new worksheet, showing the number of diamond type sinks sold in the 6 months to from July to December. Ensure the pivot table is sorted in chronological month order. So again, we're going to highlight the title, so the table even. Depending on which Excel you're working on, or Excel format, whatever you're working on, some of them have, when you come to insert your pivot table, you've got it on your charts and table in the middle here, and it'll say insert pivot chart and table. On the software, on the Excel version I've got, it just says pivot table or pivot chart. Okay, but if I use pivot chart, it'll allow me to do both anyway. So if I click on the pivot chart, and then what information does it want from us? It wants so showing the number of diamond sinks sold in each of the 6 months, July to December. So just the diamond sinks. Let's have a look. So it wants the type, as we can see, and then it wants the quantity sold, and it wants when they were sold. Okay, it only wants diamond sinks. So if I click on diamond there, and it's just the diamond sinks that it wants us to show. I'll just check in relation to chronological order. So A to Z. So I've clicked on that. July to December. Ensure the pivot tables. Then it says format the chart series to show highest sales in the period of black and the lowest sales in red. So let's just make it a little bit bigger so we can see it. Okay, so the highest is that one, it wants black, and the lowest is August, it wants red. So if I just click on it, you see it's highlighted all of the bars. So click on it again, so it just highlights the September one, and I've right click, and then I'll see I've got a little pop-up box here, which means I can change it to black. This one we want to change to red. That's that. And it wants us to call it Diamond Sink Sales for the heading. Sales. And for the worksheet, it wants Diamond Sink Sold. So right click, rename. So we've done that. We finished 2C. And then finally, for this question, we've got the appropriation account for BLM, and also the partnership, the current account that we need to input information into. Okay, so let's have a look. So it said the statement of profit and loss for BLM shows that profit for the year is £250,000, and it goes on Lukmani is entitled to salary of £25,000. So let's put a bit of that information in. So the profit for the year is 250,000. It said that Lukmani has a salary of 25,000. So I'll put that into the appropriation statement and put it into his current account as well. So Lukmani started off with 3,200 in his account. He's now got another 25,000 in there from his salary. Next one. So we've done that one. Okay. It says over the year Brian has earned commission of 8,586 and Lukmani 8,500. So again, in relation to the appropriation statement, so Brian received a commission of 8,586 and Lukmani of 8,500. So let's put that into his current account. So commission, I'll just type equals. So Brian got the 8,586 and Lukmani 8,500. put that along. Brian has taken drawings of 91,200 and Lukmani 84,400, and for that they're going to be charged interest on the drawings of 300 for Brian and 180 for Lukmani. So let's have a look, let's put that information in. So drawings 91,200, so drawings 91,200 for Brian and 84,800 for Lukmani. 84,800 for Lukmani. It tells us that interest on drawings was 300 for Brian and 180 for Lukmani, so they're being charged £300 for Brian and 180 for Lukmani. I'll just put some totals in. So auto sum. Brian didn't get a salary, but it's easier to put the totals in accordingly. So 300, 180 is 480. I'm going to change that. In this particular assessment, unlike previous year when they did the Synoptic Assessment, there was quite a few complicated things you had to do to turn it into red. But this one, according to the sample assessment, they've literally just changed the font to red. Okay, so we can do the same for this one without confusing the matter as per previous years. So 180 is the interest on the drawings, which therefore also needs to go in their current account. So drawings have got taken out, and then there's the interest on those drawings, which is 300 for Brian and 180 for Lukmani, which gives us a profit overall in relation to this residual. So we've got the profit, which was 250,000, minus the salary, so the 25,000 salary, plus his commission that is received of 17,086. But then we're going to take off the interest of drawing, so basically taking that out of his salary. So oops, I forgot to put something in. I forgot to put in minus D8. That's correct. So 208,394 is the residual profit available for appropriation. It tells us in the scenario, let's just highlight these, that the residual profit after adjustments, which we just calculated, is shared between Brian and Lukmani on a 3:2 ratio. Okay, so on a 3:2 ratio. So as far as that profit share is concerned, so that profit share is a 3:2 ratio, so times 3 divided by 5. So that's Brian's share. So far as Lukmani's share, he has 2 of the 5, so equals D10 times 2 divided by 5 gives us 83,357.60. We'll tidy it up so it looks like the rest. So there's the format cells, and we'll change it to no decimal places. So click OK. Let's just add those across just to tidy it up. Okay, and we'll see that's a profit shared accordingly. So then the total amount that's going to be distributed to each partner, so as far as the actual profit share is concerned, we've got the 125, so 125,036 plus the commission that is received, but then minus that interest that he was charged on his drawings, which means he's got £133,322 that's going to be input into his current account. So we'll do that in a minute. Oh, that would be his balance of his current account, I suppose. And then we do the same so far as Lukman is concerned. So he's got his 83,000 profit share plus his commission plus his salary of 25 grand, and then take off that interest he's been charged for the monies for the drawings that he took, and that's correct. And then we can see that that 250 is then tallies up with the original profit share overall, so we know that that's correct. So we've got the total amount now that's distributed to each partner. So that 133,322 goes into Brian's account, so equals 133. Profit share. Profit share. That's the profit share. Forgive me. So 125,036 has gone into Brian's, and the 83,858 has gone into Lukman's. So that is all the information that we need for that. So we've got everything in there. So 25,000 is commission and is profit share. So therefore we can now work out what the total amount is. So what has he got in, or what's Lukman got in his current account? So overall, money's in is 120,058. So far as Brian's concerned, is 134,822. It now wants us to work out what the balance carried down figures will be. Okay, so we're going to say to my students, that's the side, so I'm going to copy that side across, so the 120,000 for Lukmani and the 134,000 for Brian. That's correct. So the balance carried down, so the amount that each of them have got in their current accounts is, so equals, so the B27, so the 134,822 minus the sum of, and I'll just put those two in and close brackets. So we've got a balance carried down of 43,322. So that will be obviously then brought down to the start of the next period or the next year. So he's got 43,322 in his account, whereas Lukmani has got, so the 120 minus the sum of those two. He's got 35,078. Okay, so when it comes to the assessor checking the formulas, he'll be checking to make sure that you've done that right. So don't be typing in the numbers. So you need to make sure that you've used a formula to calculate those particular figures. So let's have a look. So we did the profit share, and we have completed the partnership appropriation statement and also the partnership agreement as far as the current account is concerned. So we've finished that particular task. So that's it. So good luck. Any problems, please don't hesitate to contact me.